squeezing and teasing, I'm sitting on them. All of my diamonds.
We're on the tour bus and it is warm, which I like because I like being warm. It's nice here. I really like the tour bus. It's kind of our home when we're on the road. She is a singer-songwriter, producer, musician, fanatic, obsessive music person. She is from South London, as well as being an artist. She's a writer for other artists, and she has big dreams and has worked really hard so far and has got a long way to go as well. Yeah, I'm talking about her in the third person. So I feel like she's a cool person, I'd like to think. She's also in her pajamas right now. So yeah. Stay doing what us bitches do best. Technically, I made my first song when I was about 7 years old, and we recorded it under like a duvet and a shitty microphone. The first song I ever wrote was called Change My World. It will never hear the light of day if I have any power over it. But basically, Dad took me out one day to London town, and I remember we was walking down a road, and then there was a homeless man, and I was really upset, and I was asking Dad like why is he homeless, you know? And then I went home and I wrote a song from the homeless man's perspective as best as I could. Yeah, it's quite a sad song. To me, my 21st Century Blues is my honest, you know, perspective as a woman in the 21st century, you know. I think going from a girl to a woman, some of the feelings and thoughts and stories and energies and moods, the through line, I guess, is honesty and transparency. I think it stands out in the context that it's an album, which is really nice. It's nice to be an artist with an album. Yeah, and I think it does in the way that I have complete creative control and creative freedom now over my career, being an independent artist. No one gets to decide for me or coax me into or tell me no, you know. And I think it's really empowering and important to be an artist in control of their art, of my art. Yeah, and I think it differs also in that way that there's no, you know, there's kind of formulaic writing and formulaic creating, like when you're a songwriter, you there are different hats and brains that you can use to create different types of music. I think like when you're making dance, pop or a song where you're aiming to create something easy to digest, something simple, something repetitive, something mathematic, something hooky. You know, you're using a different brain. And I think to me on this album, I wasn't interested in using that kind of thought process. Like I wasn't making this music to try and make as much money as I could or making this music to be like the simplest to digest or like that could be on like big hit playlists and stuff. Like it wasn't about that for me. It was just about music that I love, that I believe in, telling stories that are honest to me and I want to share, and I'm really proud of that, you know. Yeah, I get maybe actually in reflection from that 7-year-old wide-eyed girl to now, I think she got lost, very lost along the way. But yeah, I'd say maybe she's coming back to her intentions, which I've actually never thought about until you put it like that in that question, which is quite a beautiful thought. Yeah, maybe she's, yeah, coming, but you know, back to the centre. To be honest, I just think it's been incredible timing, you know, that I've waited so many years and been through a lot of ups and downs to get to the point where I get to share an album. And you know, the third single from my album caught a viral wave or whatever you call it, and it's just brought eyes to that song and eyes to this album and eyes to this body of work, which is like the most important thing for me. You can't make it up. It's the kind of things dreams are made of, you know. Kind of feels a little bit like a miracle, really. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I love Zara. She's amazing, and we've written a lot together as well. And I feel like as just a human, she's just great. She's real. She makes me laugh a lot. She's fucking hilarious. She'd be sending me voice notes, and I'll be laughing out loud. I think she's brilliant. I love Mabel as well. She's another incredible woman, another incredible artist. I'm gonna hold it down for Zara and Mabel. Girl power. Love that. I think for me, it just has to feel natural. I have this new thing where I don't want to like, you know, like I did side tape, and like getting those features together was like so painful. It's like, are you free now? Do you want to record this now? When are you free? Like, do you want to do it? Oh, you don't want to do it anymore? Oh, do you want to change? You know, like all of that. Like, no, like that can just, that energy, I'm not, you know what I mean? And having Mahalia and Shake on this record was so easy and beautiful. Like, I'll call any of those two girls up anytime and be like, hi, blah 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 blah, and we'll talk for hours. Like, that's, you know what I mean? I'm into that genuine energy, not this kind of, yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah.